Good evening. It's Facebook Love number 292. Um, I have two poems I'd like to read to you today, both of which to me address the idea that brokenness isn't an ending. Lots of things feel broken right now. It feels broken in Ukraine. It feels broken here because there are so many outstanding items in our sense of justice that are in the news every single day. There are so many threats against our freedom as individuals and recognition of us as worthy. And so I have a couple for that. The first one is by Joy Harjo. I've shared many of her poems. This one is titled Grace, and it is dedicated to Darlene Wind and James Welsh. Grace by Joy Harjo. I think of Wind and her wild ways, the year we had nothing to lose and lost it anyway in the cursed country of the fox. We still talk about that winter, how the cold froze imaginary buffalo on the stuffed horizon of snowbanks. The haunting voices of the starved and mutilated broke fences, crashed our thermostat dreams, and we couldn't stand it one more time. So once again we lost a winter in stubborn memory, walked through cheap apartment walls, skated through fields of ghosts into a town that never wanted us, in the epic search for grace. Like coyote, like rabbit, we could not contain our terror and clowned our way through a season of false midnights. We had to swallow that town with laughter so it would go down easy as honey. And one morning as the sun struggled to break ice and our dreams had found us with coffee and pancakes in a truck stop along Highway 80, we found grace. I could say Grace was a woman with time on her hands, or a white buffalo escaped from memory. But in that dingy light, it was a promise of balance. We once again understood the talk of animals, and spring was lean and hungry, with the hope of children and corn. I would like to say with Grace, we picked ourselves up and walked into the spring thaw. We didn't. The next season was worse. You went home to Leech Lake to work with the tribe, and I went south. And Wind, I am still crazy. I know there is something larger than the memory of a dispossessed people. We have seen it. Grace by Joy Harjo, from a collection called In Mad Love and War from 1990. The other piece I'd like to share today is a classic song by Leonard Cohen. I very rarely read song lyrics because they rhyme and that's not really my way, but I think this message feels so pertinent. Anthem by Leonard Cohen. The birds, they sang at the break of day. Start again, I heard them say, don't dwell on what is passed away or what is yet to be. Ah, the wars, they will be fought again. The holy dove, she will be caught again, bought and sold and bought again. The dove is never free. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. We asked for signs. The signs were sent. The birth betrayed, the marriage spent. Yeah, and the widowhood of every government, signs for all to see. I can't run no more with that lawless crowd, while the killers in high places say their prayers out loud. But they've summoned up a thundercloud. They're going to hear from me. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. You can add up the parts, but you won't have the sum. You can strike up the march. There is no drum. Every heart to love will come, but like a refugee. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in. Anthem by Leonard Cohen. This is Facebook Love number 292. I'll see you again.